Hi, Steve Stine from Guitar Zoom here, and today what I'd like to talk to you a little bit about is my new favorite guitar pedal. It's called the Infinity pedal, and it's made by a company called Taurus pedals, which is run by a gentleman by the name of Russ Peterson. Really nice, awesome guy. But this pedal, it kind of acts like a tube screamer, kind of acts like a Zakk Wylde pedal, and I guess just like any other pedal, it's sort of in the way that you want to use it. But it's just a really, really great pedal. Very, very great tone, and just versatile. And that's what I want to show you today is I'm going to play the pedal using a clean channel, and then using a crunch channel, and then using it with an overdrive pedal, or overdrive channel, excuse me. And so you can kind of hear how it interacts with those. Now, for me, I use a lot of different tones. I don't use a lot of effects. You know, I'll use a little bit of delay, maybe a little bit of reverb, especially on my cleaner channels. But really, I like a clean, I like a crunch, and I like a high gain channel, and that's kind of what I use. The problem is what I like to do is when I'm on stage, I like to back down my gain a little bit, and then when I go for my solos, or if I need something that's just really intense, that's when I like to bump it up a little bit. But I'm not a kind of a player that uses a lot of pedals or anything. So this Infinity is really the only pedal that I carry around besides my wah pedal. So what I want to do here is just play a little bit of my clean channel. Kind of washy with that delay and that reverb. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the pedal, and you'll see that I've got the gain up quite a ways. Let me just show you here. So it's really nice to be able to go from here, you know, and I might be playing whatever it is that I'm doing. Then head into so it really punches it up, but it still stays very crisp. You see what I mean? And then if I leave that distortion on, but I back my tone off a little bit, I back off my volume. You see? Back off. I'm on my single coil pickup now. See, so in this position. Just love the pedal. It's just really versatile to the things that I need to be able to do. You know, with all these varieties. I mean, for me, I like to use my volume knob a lot. I like to use my tone control a lot. I like to use my toggle switch a lot to change up the sounds. But if I'm on the clean channel, you know, whatever it is I'm playing. But then we want to kick in. Just sounds awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over, shut that off. I'm going to move over to my crunch channel. So again, it's nice for funk. I can back off a little bit. See? Now, if I take this channel, put it on, I'll put it on my first position. Okay? So it's crunchy, but it's not over. It's not too much. For me, anyway. Now, let me put the pedal on. And now I'm sort of in the 80s rock genre. Then I can bring it back down again. So if I was doing some sort of a... that I needed. See, it works really, really nice. So that's with the crunch channel, and again, I use it for all these channels. This is basically, I run the volume and the tone pretty much straight up, and then the gain I run at about 70%, right around there. Now, when I get to my harder channel, my heavier channel, which is this one, and then pedals off. So it's a little bit beefy, but still would cut through a mix on stage, that sort of thing. Now this is where it would depend on what I would do. There's two different things that I would do with this pedal depending on what I wanted. So right now on this, if I leave it at about the 70% mark, if you listen to my palm muting, and this is what I tend to kind of judge my pedals on, is what does it do to this? See, right now it's still really tight, and you can hear it all, but it's not really metal. I'm not really over the top yet. So if I move from here, now needless to say, I'm adding quite a bit of distortion over the top of what I already have, right? So that might be a little bit too much. So what I do is, if I'm just going to be using the pedal for solos, I might leave it on that 70, 75%, somewhere around there. And so as I'm playing, whatever it is I'm doing, if I'm playing whatever it might be, and then I go into a solo, that's where I'm going to move into, and I've got, and of course it's very easy to get a lot of bite off of that if that's what I'm looking for in my solos, or if I want to do, you know, a lot of harmonics and things. It's a great pedal for really bringing that stuff to life. So if I was just going to use it for soloing, that's what I would do. If I wanted to use it to take this and just bump it up a little bit, then what I do is I tend to go down to about, 40, somewhere around there, about 40%. And now listen. So it really just lifts it a little bit, but I've still got that crispness to the palm mute. It just really fattens it up. Then, of course, if I throw a little delay on top of there. And then at any time, I can drop back and clean things up a little bit more. So as I'm playing, even when I play in metal bands and things like that, I have a tendency when I'm on stage to try and roll back my gain as much as I can and still be comfortable, because it just cleans up the entire sound of the band, and everything just doesn't sound like mush. But it is nice to be able to push through when I need to. I mean, I just love that sound. It's just got a really nice whine to it. You know what I mean? So, anyway, just an incredible pedal, and I would strongly encourage you to check out the Infinity pedal.